What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily horoscope for Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. Brian here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you being here. Hope everybody's doing well. Pretty crazy time if you're an American citizen and even just a human on this planet right now. Lots going on. Today's kind of a two-part day. That moon's going to finish up in Gemini. It's going to quincunx Saturn in Capricorn. It's also going to trine over to Mercury in Libra. So I would say that there's a lot of information coming from people, coming from government, coming from everywhere. Of course, election time. And, there's a responsibility, especially with Mercury still square Saturn. I think we need to be responsible for the way we communicate with people. We need to find a balance. We need to find harmony. There's a lot of information coming in the morning especially, and this is a day to, look for the facts, look for what's true in your environment, and to not lose yourself in any other opinions, or, I would say to smother your emotions with what doesn't align with where you want to go. It's a big day, and that moon's going to come into Cancer where it's dignified, and emotions are going to be felt in a big way. So it's a very emotional day, I would say. And that moon is going to finish up the day. It's going to square over to Chiron in Aries. So there's definitely, I would say, this deep vulnerability that we need to find security within ourselves. And it's almost like, yes, the president, it's a big deal, but it's not everything. And our environment is important, and our emotional security, and how we view life from inside of our own self, our own emotional body. And it's so important to have that security and that lockdown, and to be rooted in that, and to be able to, live that life from a sense of freedom and from a sense of vulnerability. And I think that we have a lot to do. We have to express that stuff and take responsibility. That's a big part of this Mercury square Saturn. We got to take responsibility for ourselves, even in the midst of whatever's going on with extremes of people and beliefs. We have to take responsibility for ourselves today, and it can feel overly stimulating in the morning, and then it can feel overly emotional later on. And, there's going to be a lot of projections coming out, and it's important to definitely look deep within and find your strength. And, you don't have to put the blocks up when it comes to your emotions. I think that we have a duty here with these transits, to express ourselves and get ourselves positioned for where we want to go, for who we want to be with. Relationships are a big deal right now with Mercury and Venus in Libra. Venus at 9 degrees, it's going to approach 10. It's going to oppose that midpoint of Chiron and Mars in Aries. So there's a lot of our desires right now, especially with the sun in Scorpio. Desires are a big thing, and we got to make sure we're channeling our desires in a harmonious way for what we want to accomplish and what we want to go after in life. And we don't want to be projecting wounds. We don't want to be down on ourselves for whatever happens. I think overall, this is a day to find the security within yourself, no matter which side you fall on the election, or if it played out the way you wanted, or if it didn't. You need to, it's almost like we need to be the president of ourself in a big way. We need to own that. We need to come into our security. Whatever happens in the outside world happens. It doesn't have to affect your emotional state. It doesn't have to affect you. It doesn't have to affect what you want to do long term. It's just the president. And that might seem like it's everything to everybody, but you are so much more important than that. You are the president of your own life. You control your future. And that's what today looks like, is you got to be secure within your own future, within where you want to put your roots in, within the emotions that you desire to feel, and be vulnerable with yourself. And put yourself in a position to make sure that people are aligning with you in the right way. With Venus in Libra, align yourself with beautiful people that see a balance too. And I know that there's extremes right now, especially with people in life. And we got to be able to find a way to harmonize, every, perspective. And, let people have their opinions. It's okay for people to have their opinions. It's okay for you to have your opinions. It's okay for you to have your beliefs, just like it is for everybody else. Nobody has to rip each other apart, even though it's likely, I'm sure plenty of people in the country and in the world will do that. It doesn't have to be you. You can be comfortable in yourself, strong in yourself, secure deep within, and let that projection of your life play out in a beautiful, harmonious way. And honestly, the energy today can be extremely beautiful. if you're willing to root in, find yourself, and be strong in that, and be responsible for the life that you want. You don't have to let somebody else dictate any sort of way that your life has to be. It's your life. It's your projection. It's your world. And I think today's a big day to find that balance within yourself, with others, and to be secure in the life you want to create, and look for your goals, go after your goals, and, don't get lost on what you think is just or what isn't if it doesn't directly affect your environment and your emotional state. And I know that politics affect people directly emotionally, and, that's okay too. But you have the ability to shift things in your life to make them more harmonious or not, and only you are in control of the projector that's playing that movie. And today's a day to make sure that you have the right lens on that so that it's playing a beautiful picture and not just, some light on the wall that's all distorted and weird. Card for the day is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I think we can definitely find a lot of courage today if we're in our emotional, strength and secure with what we want to create, and can see the polarities of life and not let it bring us down. But if we let just something like an election or whoever's president, that's giving your power away. And, it's not about that. We need to be sovereign. We need to be strong in our own self right now so that we're not giving our power to anybody else. And if you do that, you'll find the courage to create the life you want. But if you're going to give your power away, you might feel like you're retreating from the battle of life and that there's nothing left that you can make happen. And that's not the case. Don't give your power away. Don't lose the courage. Don't lose your drive to move forward and create something great for yourself. Whatever happens in the election, I have no idea what happened. I'm filming this as it's going on. But that's where we're at, and the astrology says that. We need to be secure in our desires. We need to be able to transform and transmute energy with the sun in Scorpio. And there's a lot of polarity going on. And this moon, honestly, and there's these early degrees of Cancer, it's the best. Like, it does have Chiron there. It's going to square Venus tomorrow and Mars. But this is a good day to be comfortable, to find ourselves, to let the vulnerability out, to be comfortable in your freedom, and to not let anything take you out of that. And there's a lot of strength in that. Whatever happens, happens. The world is going to keep being the world, but your inner world can be what you want. Today's a day to find that, secure it, and go after what you desire in life. I love you all very much. I hope you have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.